Hello, me hearties. A very good evening to you. It's just me, Scottie McCLUE, and I thought we'd pop up live. It's just coming up to 9 o'clock. I think it's actually 8:59, so we're a little bit sharp tonight. And I thought I'd pop up and just see who's about and have a wee chat with you. How amazing is that? Fantastic. And we've got some great things happening, of course, and I always like to keep you guys up to date. That's what it's all about, I say. So just a wee pop up, just to say hi. When are we getting the Glengarry on, my man? Ah, yes. DINKY-DOO, Scottie from Dunrugget. Yes, indeed. Hashtag be kind. Absolutely, Ellie. Hashtag be kind, I say to you. There's Amy has joined us. DINKY-DOO to Amy. Lovely to have you with us on the old YouTube channel. Fantastic. The YouTube channel is picking up nicely, and I thank you for that. Now, what do we got here? Hi from Cumbernauld. How are you today, says Leo. We are fantastic, Leo. Thank you very, very much indeed. Now then, what have we got here? Lots and lots of you joining us. George has joined us, and Mairead has joined us. London has joined us, and the Gunners have joined us. How fantastic is that? Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. And guys, get following right now. We need 100 followers right this second. So if every single one of you can pop up to the top left and click follow, that would be just amazing. Now then, who have we got here? In God we trust. I like that one. Here's Gambaresi says, Jesus loves you all. He died. Wait till we get the rest of this. He died on the cross for you and loves you all. God bless you. Thank you, Giambaresi. That's very wonderful of you. The Isle of Man here, what do you think of the new steam packet ferry? I haven't seen it yet. I must do, because we love it. Fantastic stuff. And DINKY-DOO, I say to you, now then, I'm just going to pin a very, very small goal so that you've got that there. I think that's very important. Thank you for joining us. Can everybody get following as soon as you can? Hi, Scottie, says Susan. DINKY-DOO, Susan, a very warm welcome to the YouTube channel. And hi, Chris. How are we tonight, says Susan. We love all that. A bit of interaction and a bit of chit-chat. Lots and lots of new videos for you guys. So get on to them as soon as you can. What position did you play at rugby, Scottie? I was tight head prop and occasionally second row. Down first. Boom! Right in there, I tell you. Nothing happening. Up we get. Fantastic. We like that. So there you go. Thank you very much for coming and joining us, I say to you. Now, there we are. That's the goal. All pinned if anybody's interested. You're my biggest fan. I've watched you from when I was young. Henry, what a lovely thing to say, and a big DINKY-DOO to you. Fantastic stuff, I say. Can we all share this live broadcast on the TikTok and share the YouTube so that more people can come and join us and know about it? There we are. Fantastic. They're having a chat to themselves, so that's absolutely fine. True, says Sandy Black in Aberdeen. There we are. You're in Aberdeen, Sandy, or we had this before. Are you an Isco bride? Hi, free Bonnie Bridge, says Karen Ann. Karen Ann, we love you in Bonnie Bridge. Are you on your holidays, Scottie? I am Mad Mental Peter. There we are. Have you shaved the beard, Scottie? Oh, the beard went a long time ago, but we were left with a wee bit of a rash from it. But we seem to have managed to sort quite a lot of that out. Thank goodness, I say to you. So there you are. How are you doing this wet night? Now, Sandy, where I am, it's not actually bucketing, but we did have a huge thunderstorm this afternoon. A crazy, crazy thunderstorm. Guys, never scroll, never troll. Can everybody take their phone and go tap, tap, tappity, tap, tappity, tappity, tap, and we'll see how many likes we can get. We're at 1,300. The other night, I think we did 10,000. Incredible. There we go. Now then, Ellie Rose, you know I'm not going to respond to that. Scotty, did you manage to find one of those left-handed waistcoats? The left-handed one. No, but there should be a little split at the bottom of the waistcoat. King Edward VII set that fashion because he had a bit of a tum on him. So if I ever get a tum, then I shall use my waistcoat. What's your opinions on the Royal Artillery? We salute the Royal Artillery, sir. We salute you, sir. Yes, longest way up, shortest way down. Ellie Rose, you need to stop spamming now, or we'll have to put you into timeout. Yeah, Ellie Rose has had to go into timeout, guys. What a shame. There we are. Right, that's that. And we'll just mute Ellie. Remember never to spam. Fit like Faye the Granite City, mate, says Alex Dixon. Who's your do's, Alex? Fit like Faye the Granite City up there. Fantastic. Ellie Rose is raging. Well, she'll have to rage because she spammed and spammed and spammed, and she was told. So there you have it. But we'll unmute her for the next show, and she'll know better. So there we are. We might even be able to unmute her later on if she knows not to spam. Fantastic. What's your opinion of the Royal Marines? We salute the Royal Marines. They do a fantastic job. Notice me, Scotty, says J4CK. J4CK, you have been noticed. We like that, don't we? Opinions on Irish nationalism? Well, like any nationalism, it's probably going to come to nothing, from that point of view. Even Scottish nationalism. Old man was in the Argyll and suffering Highlanders, says Two Clays. Two Clays, that is brilliant news. A very, very fine regiment. You're my fave, Scotty, says Danielle. SFRJ has sent me 2 beautiful red roses onto the little goal on the TikTok. You won't see it on the YouTube, guys. So there we have it. Non-stop rain in Fife, says Chris. So there we are. The YouTubers are having a chat amongst themselves. Have you tried Prime? Now, what is that? Is that Amazon Prime? Scotty, my do's are eye picking off. What's your do's? Your do's are chaffing a walloon. That's good to hear. Now, what do we got here? A drink, says a drink. Sorry for spamming the live. Not at all backup account. My fingers were so tapping, says Rebecca. Rebecca, your fingers have done a wonderful job. We're 3,100 likes on the live TikTok. Get watching all of the TikToks, guys, and get following. There's no point in watching Scottie McClue if you're not following him. I'm Ellie Rose. Right, Ellie Rose. We'll unmute you for now that you know about the spamming, you see. So we can actually unmute you at some point. Can you give Tom a shout out, please? He lost a massive game on FIFA today. Just viewing. I'm sorry to hear that. DINKY-DOO Just Daz has sent me my favorite, a beautiful gift. What a lovely, lovely thing to do. So there we go. Now then, what do we got here? Oh, thank you very much, Bryden. Somebody's just sent me a huge heart, and it's Just Daz. Amazing. Just Daz, you're very kind. Just Daz is sending red roses. Guys, Magician is sending hearts. You guys are very, very kind to me. We're at 22 out of 200 red roses. Isn't that beautiful? How fantastic is that? We loved you. I thank you, Bryden. So there you go. Now then, hi from Prince Rupert. Is that Prince Rupert Island, British Columbia in Canada? We love you in Canada. There are so many Scottish and British people in Canada. A shout out for Millie, says Eva. Of course we can, Eva. Guys, get following. Everybody should have followed. Tut, tut, tuttity, tut, tuttity, tuttity, tut. To those who haven't followed, what are you thinking about? Get following. Nobody should have a TikTok account and not follow Scottie McClue. There's no point. What's the point? In the internet, Stuarty has sent me a hat and mustache. Did we all see that? Harvey, thank you for your very kind gift of red roses. Just Daz sent 20 red roses. Harvey has sent me another 2. You're very, very kind. Stay fabulous from Jack. Dinky-Doo Jack, thank you for that. I'm tapping 4,700 likes. How many followers? Let's see. Harvey, thank you for the red roses. You're very kind. We've got, we need another 100 followers, guys. Get following as soon as you can. There's no reason not to follow Scottie McClue. You know, I mean, if you're a thoroughly decent human being, you tap the follow. I think it's up to the top left and tap the plus. Is that right? Now, who else have we got here? Fred of Corrie. Oh, do you remember Fred? Fred Elliott. I say Fred Elliott, eh? Hi from John O'Groats. We love you in John O'Groats, called after John of the Groats. He of the fourpence for the ferry, a Scottish fourpence, a silver fourpence was a coin, and it was known as a groat. And John O' the Groats did the ferry. Stuarty sent me that hat and mustache. We love that. Get following, guys, as soon as you can. Thanks for the shout out, Tasha. Not at all. You know, delighted to give you a shout out. That's part of the whole thing. Guys, if you're not following, then hang your head in shame. Ask yourself what you've done and why you haven't followed. Tut, tut, tutty, tut, 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 tut. Just Daz. I've now got 42 out of 200 red roses. And Just Daz has sent a crocodile. Woo! Harvey sent a red rose. There we are now. Follow us, guys, as soon as you possibly can. Scottie, my missus doesn't know who you are. Well, I don't know that my missus knows who I am. Where has she been? She's never heard of Scott FM. Stuarty. Never heard of Scott FM. Hi, Scottie. Hi, Susan. Hi, everybody. Scottie, have you ever worked for Auntie? Yes, I worked for Auntie for a week. It took me 30 years to do it, mind you. Do you do the TikTok dances, Scottie? Well, I'm going to practice one with some grand jetés and a tout-rong l'air. What about that? Do you still do McClue's pies? Andy, of course, the finest pie you'll ever taste in your life. Guys, we need another 50 followers. Everybody up to the top left. Clickety-click, click. Fantastic. Now, the Maverick, we'll get rid of idiots like you right away. We don't have any of your type on here. Just blocking the Maverick for being an idiot, darlings. There he goes. Bye. Gone. Bye, Maverick. What a shame. You should have stuck to flying jets. Now, what have we got here? What film is Maverick in as a pilot? Come on. Let's have it. Woo! It's warm in here tonight, guys. Might be the tweed. It just has sent a crocodile. We love that. The Maverick doesn't think he is, but he's defo banned. Oh, lifetime ban. You'll never hear of the Maverick again. Can you say hi to Harris, please? Of course, Callum. Gary has sent me 6 lightning bolts. That's on top of the lightning bolts we had in the weather today. We love that. Is Real Radio still about? Never hear anybody mention it now. No, Amy, Real Radio went a long time ago. Anything talented or good in Scottish media just goes and leaves the staples jukeboxing it. Do you know what I mean? So there you go. I mean, that's just what happens. If something's really good in Scotland, it will be got rid of, trust me. And that's what happened to all these beautiful radio stations. Scott FM, Real Radio, fantastic success. You know, wonderful. So there you are. It was an old boss of mine that said, he said, you took a £500,000 project and turned it into £28 million success. So there we are. Fantastic. Now then, what have we got here? Did you hear about... Oh, right, Robert. Very, very interesting. We liked that. Interesting. A voice from the past. Now then, some really good questions on here, guys. Good evening from Beaumore in Isla, says the wonderful Ali McNeil. Kamraha'u Ali, Hakama, I say to you. You remind me of the Bird's Eye Fish Fingers guy, Captain Bird's Eye. Well, you should have seen me when I had the beard. I'd have reminded you a lot more of the Bird's Eye Fish Fingers man. There we are. Get following, guys, as soon as you can. There's Gary, DINKY-DOO, Gary. Do you watch F1? I do, but it's a bit loud for me. Yeah, yeah. You know, that sort of idea. Grow it back, Scotty. Well, it's a bit warm for the beard at the moment. What colour was your hair when you were young? Well, have a look at the TikTok videos and tell me, or the YouTube channel. Get on to that. There we are. Now, Susan has just sent me £2 on the YouTube channel. She's tapped the dollar bill at the bottom of the super chat and sent me £2. Susan, thank you. It's a lot of money. And I know that things are tight, and I thank you. That is so kind of you, and it's very much appreciated. There we go. Now, what have we got here? When are the phones going live, Mr. McClue? Oh, well, maybe not tonight, but they'll be definitely going live on Saturday. Although we had a slight problem with the phones on Saturday, but we did rectify it. I say to you, thank you, Susan. That's very, very kind of you. Now, what have we got here? Scotty, is it true you're making a comeback to radio stations? It is, Mr. Man, but I can't give you details at the moment. As they are, but yes, there is a comeback in the offing. I say to you. And people are very, very excited about it. And it's big. And I'm talking big. If you thought Scott M was big, Scott FM, if you thought Scott FM was big, then this is bigger. If you thought Real Radio was big, this is bigger. Fantastic. Wonderful. Morning, Lord Duke of Dundee, Onion Badgie. How lovely to have you with us. And DINKY-DOO. No, much bigger than that, Gary. I say to you. Scotty, can you say hello to Ben, please? I can, Declan. No problem at all. We say hello to Ben. Fantastic. Every penny helps, Scotty. Susan, it most certainly does. And if you look at how things have improved, that's through very kind, generous people like yourself. Incredible. Why do you talk like that, says Fatina? I don't know. I've done it since I was born. It's just the way I speak. Fond memories of you back on Talk Sport back in the day. Well, yes, it was actually Talk Radio at that time. And if you go to YouTube and you put in Scotty McClue Burns Night on Talk Radio, you'll get a great one there. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Now then, what have we got here? How tall are you? I'm just under 6 foot. My father was 6'2", and I'm just under 6 foot. Oh. You'll be wondering which cup I've got tonight. There we are. That's the one, guys. It's the boss. Tremendous. Hi, Scotty. It says, Tad the lad, I'm disgusted with the BBC. The British bottom cream. Now, what have we got here? Fantastic. Ossie has just joined us. Ossie, I take it you've joined us from Oz. So it's lovely to have you with us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I say to you, has everybody followed? Very, very important, guys. If you're watching on TikTok, get following. Now, Fibsy, I don't think I will be saying all that, but I will say Fibsy. So there you are. Hashtag stay fabulous, boss. Sunny, how amazing are you? You hashtag stay fabulous. Tremendous stuff. So there we are. We have said it now, so that's quite good. You mustn't spam, though, remember. If you don't get a mention, don't keep spamming and spamming and spamming. It might be something that we're not talking about. Can you remember who phoned last night? Well, nobody phoned last night because the phone-in was the night before. Pug Coy says, I love your Scottish accent. 9,900 likes. Guys, we're about to hit the 10,000 mark with the likes. We've got 51 red roses out of 200. Is that not amazing? I thank you, you beautiful people. There we are. You got kicked out of Hallam FM? No, P. Jenkins. I would never have been kicked out of Hallam FM. I left to go to another station. So there we are. I've never been kicked out, as you put it, from anywhere. Hallam FM, outstanding. And we had tremendous listening figures. You ask anybody in Sheffield and in Barnsley and in Leeds and in Hull. You ask them about Scottie McClue and Hallam FM, and you'll see there's been zero kicking out. Oh, so there you are. I wonder why you put that, actually. It's interesting. Are you being a wee bit passive-aggressive? Oh, hello, Scottie. I hope you're well. Free down the glens. Do you like Imagine Dragons? Well, are dragons imaginative or are they real? What version of Maverick are you on about? Amy, I'm talking about a film, and there was a pilot called Maverick in it. Well, that was his sort of handle, if you like, in the pilots. And I was wondering what film that is. Scottie, did you enjoy your chat with Ching Ching? Well, who wouldn't enjoy a chat with Ching Ching? Lee says 11,000 likes. Guys, this is big. Big. I need another 11,000 followers, though. So if you're watching, why have you not followed? I'd love if you would tell me why you've watched but haven't followed. That would be quite good, and we'll get to the bottom of it. Scottie, have you ever been to Pleasant Park, known as the Coronation Park in Port Glasgow? Many a time. And was it not Mount Pleasant Park in its day, no? And it's got the black and white checked lighthouse or the buoy. Scottie, do you ever struggle with mental health or loneliness? Well, touch wood, Gary. He says, I haven't done up till now. There we are. But I know a lot of people who do. And I think we've hopefully, with the phone-ins, helped a lot of people who are struggling with mental health or loneliness. But remember, as a rule, mental health is not a sign of weakness. It's very often a sign of staying strong for far too long. Yeah, there we are. Now, what else have we got? Glasgow and Edinburgh, says Pugcoy. Absolutely. Excuse me, comfort break time. Quick meltdown. Woo! It is roasting in this studio. I can tell you. I'll tell you that for nothing. Gary has sent 21 red roses, and Andy has sent 50% of the red rose goal, guys. I love putting up red roses because my first appearance 31 years ago, 2 weeks ago, was on Red Rose Radio. Guys, what are we doing? Andy, you're 160 and you're still going. Oh my goodness me, guys. There he is, Dinky-Doo, Scottie, Cheryl. Dinky-Doo to you. How lovely is that? Is it another Western? No, Amy. No. How many pilots and fighter jets are in Westerns? You think you're maybe mixing your genre of movies. Mohammed Dinky-Doo. Fantastic. What a wonderful place that is. Andy Dinky-Doo. Andy, we're going to make it. I can just... Oh. Do you hear the cheering? Guys, the cheering. We've made our goal. Isn't that beautiful? Andy, stop. We've made the goal. You don't have to send any more. Andy has sent another 40 red roses. Is that not beautiful? Scotty, your best pal here. Ching, ching. Ching, 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 ching. Lovely to have you with us, I say to you. The Great Escape, how many pilots are in the Great Escape? Well, there's the escape officer, he's a pilot, and there's an American guy who's a pilot, and David McCallum, he's a pilot. Yeah, okay, there are some pilots in that, but to my knowledge, none of them labeled Maverick. What happened to the Soup Dragon from the late 90s? Maybe she'll come on when we go back in the radio. Connor says, where are you from, Scotty? I am from TikTok. I'm a child of the universe. No, I'm from Scotland originally. Guys, get following, please. Why are we short of followers? I need somebody to tell me why they watch, and they watch with interest, but they don't follow. I want to know. Because everybody should be following, and we need another 100 of you following right away. I say to 12,000 likes. 12,000 likes. Uncanny. And guys, watch all of the TikTok videos and the YouTube videos. If you want to go on to the YouTube channel, you will see in the TikTok bio a link, and you can link up and subscribe. I thought you were talking about the Western TV series Maverick. No, I'm talking about a very fast-moving movie with fighter jets in it. And one of the pilots of the fighter jets has got a handle Maverick. All right? And I wanted to know the name of the movie. Shout out to Two Dogs La. Never eat yellow snow. Wise advice, Liam. I say to you, Alison's joined us. Guys, get sharing this live. It's incredible. We've still got a few minutes. So there you are. So come on, Amy. You can get this one right. I say to you, thank you so much for coming and joining us tonight. This is terrific. And it's so lovely to have you all with us. Get sharing, guys. Share the YouTube channel as well as subscribing. Scotty, stay fabulous. You too, Brian. My dog says hello, says Finn. Please say hello back to your dog, Finn. We love that. Now, Gary's phone has died. Can you say hi before he goes home? I can, Declan. No problem at all. Thank you, Gary, for contributing to the live. That might be why your phone is dead, because you spent so much time contributing to Scotty McCLUE's live. That is just so beautiful of you. So there we go. We need another 25 followers, guys. So if there's 25 of you on the TikTok who haven't followed, pop up to the top left, click the plus. There we are. The Great Escape. What a fabulous movie that was. Give me the actors in The Great Escape. There we go. The taxi driver. Yes, indeed. I said to the taxi driver, could you take me to a certain place? He said, it's just there. I'll not charge you. I said, that's no fair. See what I just did there? Hello from Peru. Hello, Scotty boy from Peru. Hopefully, Brian. Yes, absolutely. But there are some very big moves about. What have we got here? Now, we ever talk to that mad Tommy again? Oh, yes. In fact, he came on the YouTube phone-in about a couple of months ago, maybe. He came on, bam, bam. Bam, bam, I say to you. Steve McQueen, Charles Bronson, Richard Attenborough. Who else did we have? David McCallum, maybe? Who else did we have? Did we have Angus Lenny, maybe? Yes, and did we have Gordon Jackson? Maybe. So there you are. Now, what have we got here? I don't know anything about that, Gary. I couldn't tell you about that. The BBC should be shut down, Scotty. Abolish the TV license. I'm back, Scotty. Ching, ching. How lovely to have you with us. Got one for you, Scotty, and everyone. Which two Scottish towns were mentioned in the Great Escape? Well, Glasgow was. Sauchiehall Street. That was mentioned in the Great Escape, so I'm pretty sure they said to, when we Angus Lenny marching in, marching doing the Brumalaw in the song, die, die, da, 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 dee, dee. So Glasgow got a mention, and another Scottish town that got a mention in the Great Escape. Wasn't Stirling, was it, by any chance? You're looking smart as usual, Scotty. You're very kind. Scotty, can you accept my multi-guest? And now, what's that? Do you wear those plaid skirts? Geo, if you're talking about the kilt, then yes, I do. There we are. No, not Stirling. So it wasn't Stirling. Definitely Glasgow. Aberdeen. Did Aberdeen so get a mention by any chance? Good evening from Glasgow, says Alison. Looking good, Scotty. Thank you, Alison. Scotty, do you drink? Well, I have water. You're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that? You're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that? Ah, they're misbehaving again tonight. The old phones. What a shame. Anyway, there it goes. It must be something we're not doing. I'll find out. It's a new one on me, that. And we had it the other night and we had problems with them. So we'll maybe not be able to take the calls. If you can count Glasgow, but I'm thinking of two small towns, not Aberdeen. Two small towns mentioned in the Great Escape. We'll put this out to not just one nation, but to all nations. Guys, if anybody knows, we're talking about two Scottish towns, not Glasgow or Edinburgh or Aberdeen, mentioned in the Great Escape. How do I phone in? Well, we don't phone in tonight because we're getting a bit of a problem we had on Saturday night. The sound is traveling round. And when we got it silenced on one platform, it silenced the other platform as well. So we didn't like that. There's three if you count Glasgow, but I'm thinking of two small towns. Not Aberdeen, no. Two small towns and not Stirling. So I'm trying to think what two small towns would be mentioned. Oh my goodness me. View Park, was View Park mentioned? Port Glasgow, says Gary. So there we have it. We don't need to know, Declan. Paisley. Was Paisley mentioned? Scotty, we need to have another chin wag again. We do ching ching. We need to have lots of chin wags. Scotty, I tried to phone you and it cut out. I know there's a problem. Do you drink the alcohol? I don't now. No, I did long time ago back in the day. Guys, I've got 12,800 likes. Now, you can't say fairer than that unless you can't pronounce your F's or your TH's. I need another 25 followers. Can we have 25 followers? So that's 25 thoroughly decent human beings. Pop up to the top left, click the plus sign. Uddingston, what's your best advice for youth? Love being you. It's a beautiful thing to be. Get yourself as much knowledge and understanding of life as you possibly can. Don't go for drugs or too much alcohol or anything like that because you don't need them. Scotty, what have we got here? 13K, 13,000 likes. Outstanding. I feel even more humble than usual. Are you a Christian, Scotty? Well, I'm a universalist, all right, pal. So I envelop Christianity. Scotty should be running in the parliament, says Ching Ching. When Scotland will gain independence? Well, they need to get 100% behind the monarchy. And that's where they struggle, and that's why we failed in 2014, and we will fail again until the people who want an independent Scotland realise that they need to support the monarchy. So that, not my king mob, they had screaming and shouting in Edinburgh. What an embarrassment these people were. What an embarrassment. Shocking. I mean, whether or not you're a fan of the incumbent, you must respect the office. Are you going to be in Port Glasgow anytime soon? I might well be, Declan. I'm a great lover of Port Glasgow. See, when I was young, Port Glasgow was absolute boom town. Boom town. Lithgow's shipyard. Tremendous stuff. And a load of other shipyards. James Lamont and Son beside Newark Castle. Huge. Huge. There we go. Not Kirkwall, no, and not Greenock, not Oban, not Uddingston, not View Park, and not Paisley. Guys, come on. We need to mention towns. What about Crieff or Dunblane? Inverness. There we go. Scotty, do you like camping? Ching Ching, I haven't done camping for a long time. I used to have a Black's Standard companion tent. How good is that? From Bell's Hill, was Bell's Hill mentioned? Footy Man wants to know. Not Stornoway, not Lanark, not Crieff, not Dunblane. Ayr. Kilmarnock. Selkirk. One of these is a border town. Not Ayr, not Kilmarnock, not Bells Hill, not Crieff, not Dunblane, not Stornoway, not Lanark. Well, and not Oban, and not Paisley, not Greenock. Dunoon? Dunoon mentioned? No? No, not Selkirk. Oh my goodness, Amy. You've got us all going here. Guys, Amy has asked a question. What two Scottish towns were mentioned, right, in the... what two Scottish towns were mentioned in the Great Escape? Right, I'm going to have to go. The fire alarm's gone off in my hotel. So we'll have to go, guys. Dinky-Doo.